Welcome to another What I Eat in a Day. 10 out of 10. I like the rainbow and happy pride. You guys seem to really like these videos, and I think it's just because we get to do things like cooking. I put you on my favorite recipes, but most importantly, you get to see how I be chefing it up in the kitchen. What can I say? What can I say? I really know how to do a little one too. Also, I want to say this video is also sponsored by Nourish, so thank you Nourish for working with me again. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into breakfast because I'm actually starving. If you're new here, you probably do not know I don't know why I did this. I have ADHD. Wait, am I serving America today? I don't want to serve America. If you are new here, you probably don't know, but I have ADHD. I mean, you probably know because I just told you, but before I told you, I bet you couldn't tell, could you? Exactly. I currently am on medication for my ADHD. I take Vyvanse almost every single day, maybe like 5 to 6 times a week. And those days that I don't take it, oh baby, I eat everything in sight, but it's not one of those days because I have to work. So we're gonna take my Vyvanse with some apple juice, which is usually how I start most of my days these days. And I followed up with the mood stabilizer. This is just because of pre-existing issues. You don't have to worry about this one. This one doesn't really do anything for us. This is my current water bottle that I use because I actually have been prioritizing drinking water over the past couple weeks. And as somebody who used to suck at drinking water but loved it, this water bottle literally changed my life. So the cool thing about this water bottle is that on the hour, every hour, it makes a noise and it lights up to remind you to drink water. And like I said, as somebody who loves water but often forgot to drink it, when you have something like this to get on your nerves, it makes things so much better. And I think my goal every day is between 45 and 50 ounces of water a day. As somebody who doesn't move their body that much, I don't need that much water. But when I do drink water, it's out of this water bottle because it literally changed my life and I wish I was being dramatic. Once in a blue moon, there's this thing that happens early in the morning. And when I say early, I mean like 10 o'clock because that's what time it is. But I'm actually hungry to eat some food. Now, I'm in a mood today to where I don't actually want to assemble the salmon avocado toast. And I actually made this in my last video, but I got a new salmon where it's like pantry salmon to where it don't go in the fridge. Very weird. So I think I want to have a disassembled avocado smoked salmon toast this morning with some dill. You know the vibe. Does this look the most appetizing? No. Does it look like dog food? Yes. Do all meals have to look delicious and fun and perfect? No, especially not over here. I kind of talked about this in my last What I Eat in a Day, but I really like the smoked salmon avocado toast, even if it's like fresh, like lox salmon or salmon like this out the bag. This is such a good combo because you get your carbohydrates, you get your healthy fat through your avocado and your protein through your salmon. And I'm gonna say this a million times today, but I am not a protein demon. I don't need protein and everything for me to feel sane and happy. I don't know, maybe that's just me. One thing I also have been doing and made a goal of mine last year when I did my check-in for Nourish, because I've been working with them for so long and I personally use them all the time, is the Mediterranean diet, which basically is just a different way to balance your plate where you focus mainly on like vegetables and carbs, and you still focus on protein, but you usually just eat more vegetables and carbs. It's a really good diet for me because it helps with energy a lot and it feels a lot more attainable as somebody who loves vegetables and somebody who prioritizes fiber as well. I don't want colon cancer and I already love vegetables and fruit, so it's just like it makes sense for me to follow a diet that kind of prioritizes and leans heavy into that. So I've been doing that kind of for the past year or so, and I've definitely noticed a change in my sleepiness because I used to deal with chronic tiredness, not only due to my ADHD, but also because of what I was eating. So once I started medication, I also focused in and honed in on what I was eating because the medication made me so like not hungry. It was really important that I filled my body with good stuff when I could / whenever I did eat. This has just been working for me over the past couple weeks, and usually this isn't the only thing that I eat. It's just blazing hot outside. Usually another thing that I like for breakfast is oatmeal. Oatmeal is another one of my favorite foods of all time, and an easy way to add calories to that, or that I have been adding calories to that, is adding nuts, dried fruit, and stuff like that just to get those extra calories in. And it doesn't add a lot of calories, but once you start adding small stuff like that throughout your day, it definitely does add up towards the end of it, and that's really all me and my registered dietitian really care about. And honestly makes my job a lot easier because I don't have to focus on eating 3,000 calories a day. That's a lot for somebody who doesn't really eat a lot and doesn't really get hungry due to their medication. This is definitely a good middle ground, and I'm glad me and my registered dietitian through Nourish could have done something like that. But before I get on my soapbox, we're gonna continue eating and we're gonna talk about Nourish a little bit later. It's matcha time, matcha time, matcha time. I usually have 1 to 2 caffeinated beverages a day, and both of them are usually matcha. Matcha has a gradual increase in the effects of caffeine that's in it, instead of that sudden perk up and then drop down that caffeine and coffee has. Same amount of caffeine, just different ways that the body takes it in and, you know, distributes it. Just a little bit different. This morning, we are making my everyday matcha latte, which just consists of about 2 to 3 grams of 2 to 3 grams of matcha with some oat milk. I like to use the Planet oat milk, the barista lovers. And before the people who like to fearmonger, oat milk is so bad for you. This, that, and the third. Don't drink oat. This is literally the only thing that I drink oat milk in. Literally the only thing. Please don't get over here trying to scare me. I've seen what people said about how oat milk isn't the best for you. Guess what? Neither is a lot of the other food that we have here in the States. So now what? I've been talking a lot about how this medication that I take, Vyvanse, makes me not hungry. Oh this, oh that. I can't eat that much. I can't eat that much. You're probably wondering, Aliyah, why are you still on it? I don't know, because it changed my life maybe. As somebody who got diagnosed with ADHD very late in their life, I was 23 when I got diagnosed last October. I wanted to immediately get on medication, and the difference between my life without medication and with medication is literally night and day. I feel like the pros are definitely outweighing the cons when it comes to me being on Vyvanse. And yes, not eating is problematic, but I feel like when you have tools to actually help you figure out what's the best thing that you could do for your body, your health, and your fuel known as food, it's so much easier to navigate than to just switching medications, in my opinion. I definitely should have put more matcha in this. This looks like the matchas I used to make. But everybody I've spoken to says that it sounds like it's done more good than harm, and literally the one thing that doesn't really work out is me not eating. But there are ways to fix that. Like I said, my water bottle just dinged. Wait. And it's a rainbow light. You know why? I like the rainbow, and happy Pride. So yeah, would it be more convenient and easier probably just for me to get off Vyvanse? No, actually, for once, no. I could do a whole other video on my experience with ADHD if you guys would be into something like that, or I could do a podcast episode on my podcast, Predictably Unpredictable. Kind of been on a hiatus, but I'm on the way back now. So wherever you guys want to see it, just let me know. It's a few hours later, and we're about to have lunch, and guess what we're eating? These nails up. I'm eating up my new nail set. I just got back from my nail appointment, and girl, get into it. I do love a good cheetah. So you know what? Shout out to my nail tech. She's really the best ever. Affordable, quick, and does everything by hand. Yeah, that's my girl. I am gonna make this super duper duper simple salad. I literally just take any cheese. Today I wanted to try feta, and I actually want to put mozzarella on it too, so let's do that. When I was a kid, my parents wouldn't opt for buying the pre-packaged lettuce and stuff when it came to fruits or the pre-cut stuff, because it was, you know, more expensive for convenience. As I'm getting older, I really love buying the pre-cut stuff because it gets rid of that gap and making things harder, things taking longer. So I'm gonna buy pre-cut and pre-packaged every single time. I'm sorry. I literally have pre-packaged lettuce. What are we talking about? One of those days where I feel myself being a little bit more hungry, and I think it's because I have been going at it with work and doing more things such as going to the pool. So I've been burning more calories than I normally have. Here's our salad. Very cutesy, very nice. I'm gonna top that with some Italian dressing. So this is my favorite salad dressing. And this is literally going to be lunch today. Because I have very little protein, it's just the cheese, I'm gonna pair this with the Bolt House Farms breakfast smoothie. This is the strawberry parfait one, and I wanna go ahead and test this out just to see if I like it. That literally tastes like a Danimal. That's really good. Just trained Cashew for a little bit and talked about his diet in the first What I Eat in a Day video, so I feel like it's only right if I talk about it in this one too. The way Cashew's feeding schedule works is that he gets half a cup of kibble a day, and within the first What I Eat in a Day video, I had him eating Stella and Chewy, but I had to get him off that because it was causing some health problems. So now he's on the Purina Pro small breed kibble, and he seems to like this one just as much, if not more, than the Stella and Chewy. And because he gets half a cup a day, I divvy up amounts between breakfast, lunch, and dinner for him to get in his bowl, so a very little amount, and then the rest of the food he gets hand fed to him through training. So that's the way we've been doing it. That's the way it's been working. I just finished training him. I'm about to feed him lunch right now at 3 p.m. and he'll probably eat dinner at about 8 or 10 p.m. So he eats about every 5-ish hours, give or take. And if he's doing what he's doing right now, which is going and smelling his food but not eating it, I just go ahead and toss it. I don't think a lot of people realize that dog food is also porous, just like human food. And what basically that means is that bacteria and stuff can grow in it. So I never like to have his food sitting out for extensive amounts of time, but it's to the point where if I don't sit it down and he doesn't eat, he usually just doesn't want it at all. So I'll just toss that serving, and then maybe we'll do training / dinner or lunch, whatever upcoming meal is coming up sooner. And that's pretty much all I do for Cashew's feedings. I thought it was funny that I included what he eats in a day in the last video, so why not do it in this one too? I thought it would be fun if I could go ahead and show you how I make my strawberry puree that I use in my strawberry cheesecake matcha lattes. All of this is from scratch, and I got this strawberry puree recipe from one of my favorite YouTubers of all time, Danny Lee. This is actually her puree recipe, so no credit to me, it's all to her. I remember when I went to Europe last summer and I had a strawberry from, you know, not America for the first time, and it was so puny. It was honestly ridiculous. Now over medium heat, we're gonna do 1 cup of sugar with 2 cups of strawberries. So we're just mixing this around. Our syrup is finally starting to liquidate and melt down with the strawberries. So now we're gonna turn this down a little bit and let it come to a simmer. We have all this liquid actual gold. I'm gonna get one of my favorite pieces of equipment / tech for my kitchen, which is actually a hand blender. These things are super inexpensive online and / in any like real home goods store. Now that we have our apron on, it's time to actually blend this stuff together. So you're just gonna turn the heat down really, really low. And I like to keep the heat on when I do this, just because I notice that the strawberries stay soft, and then it also allows them a little bit more time to cook down. Stick it right on top of some strawberries and blend them into a pulp. It's time to strain. I hate this part because it's so tedious and it takes so long, but maybe I got lucky today. Maybe we got lucky today. And this is why when you blend those strawberries, you want to get them as fine as you can, because the less strawberry chunks that are in there, the less you have to strain out and the easier your job is. I forgot a step. Oh no, I forgot a step. A little bit of lemon juice. Mix that in real good, and I forgot to do that, so that happens on the stove. Sorry guys, I'm sorry. This is what graphics are for. I'm only human, what can I say? Hey, must be the money. If you wanna come take a ride with me. Now that we have our matcha that I clearly have been bodying, I want to tell you a little bit more about today's video sponsor, which is Nourish. If you aren't aware of what Nourish is the easiest way to get to and talk to a registered dietitian. When I tell you that they cover so many topics from weight management, women's health, sports nutrition, diabetes, and more. And my favorite part about it, Nourish literally accepts insurance. I know, who thought it could get any better? And Nourish accepts hundreds of insurance plans over all 50 states here in the US. And because I know you're wondering, 94% of people who use Nourish pay $0 out of pocket. With the Nourish guarantee, your appointment will never cost more than the initial first consultation / appointment. Now you can even get your labs done for free as well. They can actually order blood work and lab work for you and help you interpret the results, which is a really, really, really big thing when it comes to dietary needs, because you can't really make any dietary changes if you don't know what's happening internally already. My experience with Nourish has been a great one. I've been working with Nourish for over a year now as somebody who has been just always kind of self-conscious about their energy levels and how things are going for them and how I feel fuel-wise, but especially ever since I've been on my new medication for my ADHD, and I've been dealing with some unwanted weight loss, and I've been able to speak to my registered dietitian about that, and she's been able to give me recommendations, recipes, and just advice on how to handle that. And I was able to get given a roadmap into small things I could do to help me gain weight over time to get back to my overall weight that I really want to get to. If you're interested in trying out Nourish with me and taking more control over your diet and things that you want to achieve when it comes to food, make sure you use the link down below to sign up for Nourish and book your appointment today. Thank you so much, Nourish, for sponsoring this portion of today's video, and let's go ahead and cook dinner. I'm gonna sleep so good tonight. Oh my God. I haven't made this in so long, but it's easily one of my favorite dinners because it's genuinely so easy. I literally put the steak in the air fryer. This is air fryer steak. But first, we're gonna try the mashed potatoes. One thing I'm gonna do is make a good mashed potato. This was my first time buying fresh green beans ever, so I'm excited to try it. These are good. I definitely think I have to get used to the taste because I used olive oil instead of butter like I normally would for green beans because olive oil has more benefits towards my health goals that me and my registered nutritionist talked about. But regardless, they're still good. They taste very fresh and I really like that. Now, for the moment of truth, this steak. It's so juicy. Oh. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 dinner. Are you kidding me? Last thing I'm gonna be diving into today is the rest of my Boathouse Farms breakfast smoothie because I didn't finish it for lunch. I drank almost half of this and I want to finish it. I still need a little bit more, just a little bit more protein for my Vyvanse to work in the morning or whatever. With that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video right here. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I know this is a little bit different than my normal content, but every time I post one of these, y'all seem to eat it up. So I'm really happy about that. You guys are on YouTube and you know you're on YouTube, but you know what's really good about YouTube? It's really free to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment with this emoji in it. Who would have thunk it? Who would have thunk? Like in a world where gas is $5, it's free to do that for yourself and me, because the algorithm know that you kind of enjoyed yourself, and also I kind of make good videos. I hope you enjoyed this video once again, and if you did, I really hope to see you again on the next one, and I hope you have an amazing morning, evening, night, wherever in the world, and I will see you very soon.